Hello and welcome guys. Now if you think back to the last episode of this build, I left you with just the vault door in place. And obviously I've been busy adding to this build, so to bring you up to date is a short time lapse. See you in a few minutes.
I can't stand it, just must land it, going back to old Yazoo. Everything you do, people got their eyes on you. It's compelling, yeah, me yelling, going back to old Yazoo. If you don't like beans and rice, get your rice and beans. If you don't like greens and ham, just get your ham and greens. How long will I have to wait, standing at the station gate? Broken hearted, gotta get started, going back to old Yazoo. Oh, take me back to old Yazoo. Everything up here is new. I can't stand it, just must land it, going back to old Yazoo. Everything you do, people got their eyes on you. It's compelling, yeah, me yelling, take me back to old Yazoo. If you don't like beans and rice, get your rice and beans. If you don't like greens and ham, get your ham and greens. Lordy, Lordy, how long will I have to wait, standing at the station gate? I'm broken hearted, gotta get started, going back to old Yazoo. Yazoo, Yazoo, Yazoo.
Okay, welcome back. I quickly want to cover a few stylistic choices I made for this build. And pretty early on I had to decide what I was going to make the walls out of. And one of the decorations I wanted to use was going to be the Hamlet rooftop. Got this nice 50s eggshell blue tone, which fits super well with the Fallout aesthetic. And on top of that I get a bunch of free weathering. It already kind of looks greasy, it looks stained, it looks unkept. And to complement this, I'm going to also lean into the green militaristic appearance of the Grenadier stuff. Obviously the great Grenadier stuff also doesn't look brand new, it's got a bit of age to it. But an even bigger bonus for me is that it has this nice yellow stripe on a lot of the pieces. And that combination of yellow and blue is going to be a decent proxy for the Fallout Vault-Tec colours. Now another easy decision was going to be the flooring, and of course I'm going to go with the Corpus flooring. Again, it has a really nice beautiful yellow detail on the sides and on the top face. The only problem is the joint pieces have a pretty tech-heavy centerpiece that looks like a modern microprocessor, so we're going to cover that up. Now the next job is going to be tackling this atrium space, and I want to design this space so that it alludes to a full-size vault without me needing to build one. Now to do that, I'm going to deploy two different tricks. First one is going to be creating lots of dead ends, so I can have as many doorways as I want, which don't cost much capacity at all, and then simply fill them with rocks and dirt. This achieves two things. Obviously it shows the degradation of the vault, showing that it's falling apart, that it's unsafe, but it also stops your Warframe being able to explore every nook and cranny. And of course I can get a pretty similar effect to this, simply by closing the doors. Now the second trick is going to be having spaces that you can see through a window only. So if we look at this little pre-made window that I have here, the design is essentially taken from Fallout 4, and if I build a really simple little room around it, hopefully just from this little bit, you can see that I'm not going to have to decorate the floor, because you can't see it. I'm going to have to do very limited decorations on the ceiling, because you can only see that little portion. The walls will need a little bit of detailing, and the back portion. Obviously the window needs a point to be there, so we'll put some kind of point of interest inside. Maybe, like in Fallout 4, they have those little power columns. So I think utilizing these two tricks, as well as building some legitimate places to explore, is really going to help this atrium feel huge, without breaking the bank in terms of capacity. Now, obviously, if you want to see if I can achieve all that, you're going to want to like and sub, and stick around for the next episode. That's all for me this week. Peace out. Catch you in the next one.